Hi there, welcome to Central Valley Real Estate. My name is Lauren Baker. Thank you for tuning in today. We are here with John Hughes of Socotra Capital Real Estate, yes?
Actually, it's Hard Money Hughes.
Oh, it's Hard Money Hughes. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do and why you're here today?
Yes, well, I'm the local hard money lender. I specialize in working with real estate investors on their rehab projects or anything that would be difficult to finance with traditional loans. I also can lend to business owners. Really, I lend for investment purposes, investment or business purposes.
Okay, so is there an age limit for lending or with lenders and their clients?
An age limit?
Yeah, like for let's say like someone who is older perhaps and maybe doesn't have as much built up credit, or maybe it's their first time eventually getting the opportunity to do it.
No, there's no age limit. In fact, I'd say our loan is about 80 to 90% based on the property itself.
Okay.
Is it a good project? Is there money to be made? There's no debt to income or credit requirements for something like that. It's mostly the property itself.
Okay. Do you have any programs going on right now for first-time buyers?
No, that'd be FHA or traditional financing, and we're specifically hard money. So typically it'd be like a short-term, interest-only type of loan. We help provide financing for the purchase and the rehab. To give you an example, we're about 75% loan to cost, which say you have a purchase price of $100,000 and you have a rehab budget of $25,000. Add those two numbers together, multiply it by 75%, and that's typically where our loan comes out. Is that
Yeah, so who can qualify for this?
really, the only qualification we need is we need to show that's for an investment purpose. They need to have some sort of collateral. We can sometimes cross-collateralize one of their properties that they have significant equity in, or if they have cash to come in with. Those are typically the biggest requirements. I wouldn't be able to do 100% financing, but for the right deal, we can probably get close. I mean, it's all case by case.
Yeah. What advice would you have for maybe a first-time buyer who's really young, who has no experience doing this sort of thing and might be intimidated by the process?
I would say don't be bashful. Go and go find someone that has experience with these types of projects. Learn from them for a few years, or 10 projects until you really feel comfortable. Because I think the worst thing you can really do is not know what you're doing and being there by yourself. So just make sure you have a good support system. And I mean, Murphy's Law: what can go wrong probably will go wrong. So you just gotta make sure you're prepared for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Why should customers go to you as opposed to your competitor?
Well, I work very hard. We can close same as cash. So usually when I work with a lot of real estate agents, usually when they write up an offer, I say, write the offer with a 10-day look and a 5-day close, meaning you write the offer 10 days for the borrower, everyone to do their own due diligence, and then a 5-day close, meaning they have 5 days to remove contingencies and go ahead and fund. So just make sure that they know what they're buying. They make sure they know that the rehab budget is somewhat accurate. It always tends to fluctuate, but just make sure they feel comfortable with everything.
Yeah, that's important. How can anyone contact you, or where are you located?
Well, my office is located in Sacramento, but I have 50 locations in the Fresno area.
Oh, okay.
They're Starbucks, actually, so we can
Starbucks.
we can grab a cup of coffee and really give me a call or send me an email. I'm pretty responsive when it comes to that, and I'm flexible as far as where I can travel. I just really my biggest thing, I just want to get the deal closed. I want to make sure and work harder than the rest, I guess.
Yeah, what's your number and email for our viewers?
Well, my direct line is 530-410-6019. My email is hughes@socotracapital.com. So I'm checking that constantly, almost a little bit too much when I'm driving. Even when I drive, I check my email. But send me an email and I'll see it. If it's Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 or 7 p.m. and I'll make sure and get back to you as soon as possible.
Okay. Can you tell us perhaps before we close out what's the story behind the name Hard Money Hughes?
Well, it's catchy.
Indeed it is.
It's more of a, I don't know, it's just a fun thing that we have at the office. I work with a guy, Hard Money Chris, and we just kind of like to have fun with it. It's more of a kind of like a nickname that I don't know, it's just something we kind of came up with.
It just feels right.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm going to change my legal name. It's going to be Hard Money Hughes.
I like it. He'll be stand out in the phone book if you still use one.
Yeah, right.
Well, thank you, John, or Hard Money, whichever you prefer. Thank you for coming on our show today. And if you want to contact John, we may have his contact information on here. I'm not sure. But if not, you could always, rewind and check again. But I'm sure you're on Facebook, I'm sure. And yeah, you can find him on there. Oh, there we go. There's the number right there. You can call him right there, and there's his email. Thank you again, John. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Yeah, I do have a Facebook page. It's Hard Money Hughes. Just type that in the search bar. Also, if you have any questions or something you need answers to, just feel free to send me an email or give me a call, and I'll make sure and do my best to answer your questions.
Thank you so much for being here today, John.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back after this message.